Welcome to the show. Get it out the mud. I'm your host, J Dub. I don't quite have a co-host yet. They were invited and didn't quite make it today. I'm gonna wing it on my own. A few things I want to talk about. Number one, the whole Diddy thing. On the news, they were talking about how P. Diddy's jail cell was raided and that they recovered material of him directing his team to dig up dirt on the alleged victims. A lot of people were saying that his bond should be revoked because of that. Like he shouldn't get a bond because of that. I had a problem with that. I don't feel like everybody has to agree, but I had a problem with that because of the fact that he's not saying let's go make up something on somebody. He was not saying let's frame somebody. He wasn't even saying let's conjure up lies about these people. He said dig up dirt. To me, dig up dirt means there was something already there and he's trying to uncover it. Isn't that what you do when you're in litigation? When you have litigation between two parties, right? And they're both trying to win their case, don't you find something that can show character? Example, if one of these victims, if not a couple of them, have a track record of trying to get money or trying to blackmail or have any history, any intent in the past of trying to get money out of someone, wouldn't that be credible in court? I've been thinking about how when people run for office, right? And I don't care if it's the mayor, the governor, or Congress, you find a lot of ads being ran that tells about that person's background. And a lot of it is not pretty. But they're not even fighting for their life. They're running for office. If they don't win, it doesn't affect their life. They go on living. You're talking about somebody whose whole life is at stake. And all he is trying to do is build character or show the lack thereof. I don't understand how that should be held against them. Like, that's what we do. That's what you do in court. I would hope that if I was being harassed by a police department or, we'll just use that for an example. I would hope my attorney would bring up the lawsuits, if any, or the complaints, if any, against the department so it can build my case. That is totally legit. That's normal. I just, for the life of me, don't understand how we can make a monster out of something that was built and put in place. We can make a monster out of Diddy for using the same tactics that have been used over and over and over again by multiple entities. It's the American way. That's how the court works. You're trying to establish character or lack thereof. So him digging up dirt, and granted, the phrase or the wording digging up dirt might be more offensive than the actual the act of finding out facts or whatever. Fact finding. He probably could have used different wording, okay? Right? But to say that he did something wrong by advising his team, his legal team, to find out as much as he can about these people that's alleged victims, which, I feel for the victims if that indeed is real, and I believe a lot of it is, but he has the due process. He has the right to be able to fight for his freedom and for his innocence, if he's innocent at all. But I don't think he has to just lay down and take it, nor should he be expected to. I really wish I can get somebody's point of view on that, but yeah, it just kind of it was kind of funny to me that they were, and when you're down, people kick you and they want to compile so many things and whatever. I don't think at this point he can do anything right. So whatever he does at this juncture is going to be held against him, right? Like, I see a video with his children, and now they're like, oh, he's trying to play on the hearts of the media by reaching out to his children. How? I mean, that's normal behavior. You still have a life. It's not the kids' fault. They still want to talk to their dad. But to me, I feel like everyone is just jumping, and that is why it's important to wait for facts to come out before you jump to a conclusion, right? Because once you judge and you make these predetermined notions and give your opinion, a lot of times, really for media people, a lot of times the damage has been done. And so to find out that there was any wrongdoing or the facts were not as accurate as they should have been, it's like there was the lady who dogged out this guy. I believe he was a preacher of some sort. But she dogged him out really, really, really bad. Rumors, lies, whatever. And when she realized how bad she tore him down and started feeling bad, she went to him and apologized. And she begged him, what can I do to make that right? What can I do to make this right? I tarnished your name. I destroyed your reputation. What can I do to make it right? And so, as the story goes, he took a pillow. He went up on top of the building, cut the pillow, and slung the down feathers all through. And the wind was blowing, and he just slung them out over the building, all over in the air, and they scattered everywhere. He said, go collect them. Go collect all of them and put them back in his pillowcase. She's like, there's no way I can do that. The wind is blowing them all over here. I can't. That's what happened when you perpetuate lies and you make up lies, because it catches on like wildfire. We know that already. You can tell one person something, they tell the next person something, and really in media, you're reaching like the masses. So to go back and clean that up, it's almost impossible. But that's my take on Diddy. I was just, I don't want to go too deep in it, because like I said, I don't know. None of us know, but I just feel like that particular sound bit that I caught, it struck the chord with me, and I'm like, well, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? But next topic, Drake and Kendrick Lamar. That gotta be the hottest topic right now in music. Hip hop was built on competition. It was built on competition. Every rapper that made it big, or most of them, probably 90% of them, grew up battle rapping, sharpening their skills. And like me, I watched URL and Lions Den and Smack and all that, and I love it. I feel like Drake is being a sucker right now. The fact that you want to go and bring the law into it and pull up a suit against Kendrick Lamar when you rightfully invited the competition, got killed. You didn't know you was going to get killed, but you got killed. I mean, he got murdered. But now, you want to grab your ball and go home? Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that, Drakey Drake. Man, you got to go back at him. You know, you want to be the man. You want to hold that title, right? You got to go back at Kendrick because he's putting it down. He putting it down, and I'm so disappointed in the fact that he chose to go this route. He chose to go this route. Man, where's hip hop going? Like, he's single-handedly killing the very essence of hip hop by running to the law. Man, that's unreal. That I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. I mean, a lot of times we have to worry about it spilling over, spilling over into violence or whatever, but to run and file a lawsuit, man, what? What are we doing? You are basically strengthening, improving everything that he is saying about you right now. Everything that he said about you, you are embracing it and living it out. You are not like us, Drake. And don't get me wrong, I think Drake is hot. Like, I think his music is hot, boss. I think his music is hot. Fight back with your music, Drake. Drop something hot, Drake. Don't run and go, what? What are we doing? Shout out to Kendrick, man. K-Dot, you doing your thing, bro. I was not a big Kendrick Lamar fan. I felt like a lot of stuff he would say would be like over your head, or, you know, but the more and more that I play it, I'm feeling it. And right now, I feel like K got the throne. He got the throne, man. Shout out to him. I can't wait to see what he do for the Super Bowl. I was one of the ones that was a little upset about Lil Wayne not performing. In his hometown, really? He's not big enough to perform? Maybe Kendrick is hot right now, but Wayne had a long run, like where he was doing his thing. Like, he established, like he could possibly be on the Mount Rushmore of rappers. And for him to not get the nod, kind of felt like he got snubbed. But if we're going off who's hot right now, can't be mad at Kendrick. Can't be mad at Kendrick. But you know what would be hot? You know what would be a surprise? And I think people will go crazy for? Is if all this build-up between Drake and Kendrick ended up shaking up everything. But if Kendrick Lamar came out on a halftime show and he brought out Drake, whoa, that would make history. There will be nothing like it. But I doubt it'll happen. But it'll be cool to see. That would definitely be cool to see. Moving on. Michigan versus Ohio State. Wow. I'm not a Michigan fan. But when they play Ohio State, I'm cheering for Michigan. Michigan is not that good this year. The quarterback, terrible. They're just not as good. They're not good. But I was happy to see them beat Ohio State. What I want to talk about is what took place after the game. It was more fighting after the game than during the game. How are people, I'm trying to figure out, how are people upset at Michigan as if they did something wrong? It's entertainment, folks. It's entertainment. We are here to be entertained. We are here to be entertained. I bet you ain't quit looking. If it disgusts you that bad, you should have quit looking. You didn't quit looking. You was probably hyped up and everything when you was watching them fight. Ohio, you have to learn how to lose. Because you've been doing it the last few years. But you got to learn how to lose. Okay, they posted up a flag. That's been going on forever. That's what you do when you win. That's not bad sportsmanship. That's what you do. That's what you do. Maybe I'm wrong. That's my opinion. I think Ohio got a little butt hurt after they got beat. And, it's icing on the cake when the other team makes a move like that. And I'm not going to say Michigan was that was a classy move. It wasn't. But, in the NBA, when a guy get posted up, or you see Westbrook and them put the too small sign on, is that bad sportsmanship? I mean, you singling out somebody, we don't get mad at that. It's part of the game. It's part of entertainment. I feel like they taking so much from the game now that as a fan, we're the ones losing. When they came, you harping on them celebrating. You don't like them to come dressed the way they're dressed to the game. You don't like it when you're taking away from us. As a viewer, it's all encompassing. I like to see the gameplay, but I also like to see celebration. And I like to see a little competition. Celebrating don't bother me. It don't bother me. We as a people are just getting way too sensitive. Like, it's a game. It's a game. It's more people talking about that than they're talking about the war going on over in Israel. It's a game. Man. Then you get LeBron or somebody that want to speak on something and you more upset about that. You getting upset about, what do you mean? It's a platform. It's a game. It's entertainment. It's a game. A game. So, sometimes I just don't understand. I just don't understand how people take things so serious. They forget that it's a game. But I enjoy watching the game. A lot of my Ohio family, friends I know, they taking it a little higher right now. All up and down Facebook. They quiet. Boy, them Ohio State fans are quiet right now. We needed something, Michigan teams aren't doing too bad right now, but, the Tigers did pretty good. The Detroit Pistons, they're all right, although they do need a superstar. Right now, we hanging our hats on what the Detroit Lions gonna do, because they looking real good to me. Every time somebody get hurt, another player steps up. Dan Campbell got them boys playing good. Ever since he got there, I think the key was Dan Campbell. Ever since Dan Campbell got to Detroit, we've been shooting for the stars. They've been getting better every single year. What are we, 11-1 now? Oh man, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. You know, barring a major injury, knock on wood, the Lions gonna get it done this year. Hottest team in the NFL. I don't think we ever been able to say that. We have never been able to say that. Come on, y'all, let us have our fun, man. Again, though, I don't know. I think we have to have a little bit of luck too. You gotta have a little luck too. So because Mahomes got them boys clicking on all cylinders. KC looked good. KC looked good. I wish I had somebody to argue with today. I wish my co-host was here so we could argue today. That's what make the show. I'm definitely gonna work on getting a co-host here and having a guest up on the show. Got a long way to go. A long way to go. I want to get a bigger space. I want to get more decorations. I want to get better lighting. There's a lot of things I want to do, but I'm glad that I had a lifelong, not a lifelong. I take that back. I had a dream for a long time to do what I'm doing right now, and I was a little nervous, and I felt like I wasn't ready and I wasn't prepared, and I'm still not as prepared as I would like to be, but I didn't want to procrastinate. I didn't want to put it on the back burner any longer, right? I wanted to just jump out, and I said, well, I'll just improve as I go. But starting was the biggest thing. You gotta have something to look at to make adjustments, and yeah, even though I know it's bare bones right now, I just want you to enjoy the ride. Come on a journey with me, and just give me all the support you can. I'll take criticism. I'll take advice. Anything you have that could help me out, I greatly appreciate it. All you have to do is drop it in the or in the comment section. I'm not going to ask you to hit the like and subscribe button just yet, but if you would like to, I would greatly appreciate it. And hit the bell for notifications for more shows to come out, more topics. That's all I have for today. I appreciate you for dropping by, and as always, get it out the mud. Let's go.